Hi, my name is Michael G, and I have another video for you. And this one has to do with enablers, psychopaths, narcissists. And we're going to talk more from the enabler's perspective on this one. Because the enabler is the hidden. Let me read you the title first. The enabler's Greek tragedy in dealing with a psychopath or narcissist. Essentially evil. So, evil has two sides. There's the masculine part of the lie and the feminine part of the lie. Enablers come in two basic varieties. And the separation is before the head is formed, you have the enabler like this, which could be blind. And then the other enabler who, I could probably say has a little head. And this head now is scheming to willfully use their will, willfully use themselves to gain the narcissist. Okay? This is a plan. So this is a covert narcissist. You see, they have a little head popped up, but they can't get the glory they want. They might want a lot of money, a lot of power. So these people know the evil that they're doing. These people don't know the evil that they're doing. Now we're going to talk about when you have an enabler that knows the truth, they know the truth, in dealing with a psychopath or narcissist, they have a tremendous fear of losing the person in their life, the narcissist in their life. And what they do now is they don't want to lose this person. So you can say that they're more on the scheming side than the blind enabler. The blind enabler is the one that gets beat up all the time. I just hate to say it. They just become the whipping post, and usually the blind enablers end up more with psychopaths, whereas the scheming enablers, or they are themselves covert narcissists in disguise, kind of know what they're doing. Now, the ones that are more honorable here, okay, they know what they're doing, but they have fear of stopping. You gotta understand this. This is a very big Greek tragedy now. The enabler to the narcissist knows that they're not truthful to the narcissist, but they have this tremendous fear that is motivating them to neglect the truth and then give the person the lie. Okay? And this is usually masked in love, emotion, and then by lying to this person, the narcissist eventually is going to want to punish the lie of the enabler. Don't think for a second that the narcissist found you. You found each other. This distortion has both parts of the evil in it. These people are not snow bunny little snowflakes. If they can go beyond the fear and have faith in what? Faith in the truth, and where they would end up, their whole life will be different. Let me say that one more time. In fact, I'm gonna give you the axiom. Fear breeds will. Faith breeds courage. What are they fearing? The truth. Both of these have to do with truth. This is really big. If you fear the truth, or you're not telling the truth out of fear, then you're breeding the will. And in this case, the will to stay connected to the narcissist. And these ties to the narcissist are really, really strong. And why? Because the power dynamic comes from the enabler. The enabler actually has the more power. If I was to equate these two different people, the narcissist is just a little flame. It's like a match. It's a matchstick. Okay? That's the matchstick. That's the narcissist. What's the enabler? Unlimited fuel. Unlimited fuel. The power to make that a roaring fire. This is the dynamic between the enabler and the narcissist. The enabler has to have faith in the truth. And if you have faith in the truth, then you will have the courage to tell the truth. And no, you cannot control the consequences. And this is the dilemma of the enabler. Enablers are the biggest control freaks. They're worse than the narcissist because they can take the punishment. The narcissist can't take the punishment. The narcissist gets a little bit of hot air, a little bit of heat, and they fly away because they got no body control. This one, you can pound them into the ground. You can throw them down flights of stairs. They can take enormous abuse, unbelievable amounts of abuse. And because the head is stuck inside the body, they can't hear you. You could be bombarding this person with the truth. Don't do it, stay away from them. Doesn't matter. It's if you could throw this person down the tallest stairs, flights of stairs, stainless steel, sharp-edged stairs. So they go down the stairs and all their bones are broken and everything is broken. If there's one cell that is not destroyed, they will reform and become the enabler again. That's the power of the enabler. The power of the enabler, and it's also crippling. Because the tragedy is that when they operate based on fear, all they're going to have their whole life is a vicious cycle. A vicious cycle. They might get rid of this guy, and then a better one comes across. A more powerful one. Whatever you do as the enabler, so long as you lie because of fear, if you have to say something to keep this guy, and mostly it's women, if you have to say something to keep, well, guys do it too. If you ever seen a guy with a very attractive woman, he could lose himself, but she dumps him anyway. So this happens more with women and men. If she has to lie to keep him out of fear, that means she knows the truth. She carries all the sin. After this relationship is broken, she still carries the bag. She carries his sin. And he is in a delusional state, you see, because this person sets up a false reality. The enabler sets up a false reality. And because it has to do with the torso, see, the torso is where the spirit's in the torso. Because you set up a false reality, you're closer to the truth of the spirit in the torso, so you get judged more. This person's like a butterfly. He's going to fly away. He's going to be gone. If he gets too much tension, he'll fly away. And he'll never come down. That's his judgment. The judgment of the narcissist is that he will never come down. He will be like this. The judgment of the enabler is the mass of all the sins. And all this mass of sins breeds more fear. So more fear will breed more will. And you depart from the truth. This enabler knows the truth. They know. They know that They know what they should say to this person, but because of the fear, they're paralyzed. They have a paralysis. This paralysis does not allow them to exist and have their own identity or life. It is so bone crushing. You have no idea how bone crushing this is. But this paralysis will be reinforced, and the vicious cycle is going to be reinforced if they blame the narcissist. Because God, you can't play around with God when it comes to reality and truth. Two things you do not want to play around with is the reality and truth. Because if you lie, then you will become a prisoner of this person. Now, this enabler now, in this lie now, is trying to tell the narcissist their story to try and convince them. However, they're lying. The story is a lie. The punishment that the narcissist gives them is actually, could be righteous. Just think about that for a second. If you're creating a false narrative and you're the feminine, a false reality to the narcissist, and he punishes you, you deserve it. You deserve it. Because you're messing with reality. When you mess with truth, you're either trying to take something from somebody or you want them to believe a false narrative, a false reality. And that's what enablers do. They paint a false picture. Like a mother will tell one sibling, oh, they really love you, but they hate your guts. Like you got a brother and sister. You got a brother and sister. And they have tension between them, right? Tension. So what does the mother do? The mother now lies to try and tell this one, oh, they love you. And then tells this one that they love you. So what ends up happening is the psyche between these two will not allow the relationship to exist. They're going to sense something is wrong. And when they fight now, it has more flames. They get more angry. Why? Because the lying mother wants to control the reality. The mother is supposed to control reality for the child between 0 and 3 years old. After that, this becomes the identity of the person, 3 to 5 and 5 to 7 years old. After 3, the mother has to stop controlling reality. Mothers or women take this reality control into exponential levels, and they have no problem trying to manipulate. Later, this mother could be hated by both children, or at least one, because one she'll gravitate to, maybe the female, and then the masculine is out, kicked out. Or he's going to have so much hatred for her, because, you see, when you set up a false reality, you take away, it's like a betrayal. It's like when you find out your partner cheated on you. That means everything that they said could be a lie. Same idea. Same idea. When you, as an enabler, feed a lie to a narcissist, you are betraying the truth. You are cheating on truth because you know the truth. You are cheating on, you're committing adultery against the truth. The punishment that the narcissist gives you, you deserve it. You deserve it. You are fulfilling the evil. So you're going to cleave to the evil that's going to give you more evil. But in the moment that the narcissist punishes the enabler for the false reality, the narcissist is right. I know you're not going to hear this anywhere, because everybody keeps on telling you this guy's the full evil. This is the exposed evil. This is the hidden evil. If you want to break this evil, vicious cycle, then you have to have faith in the truth, and that will give you courage. There is nothing greater than having faith in the truth to break the relationship with the narcissist. In fact, let me tell you how good this works. Okay. I know this is pretty heavy, but let's just understand something. This is a distortion. Or if the person has a head, a little bit of a head. Okay, this is the distortion. This is the great lie. The Garden of Eden, the sin, the word sin, you could just break it down to lie. That's it. As you mean yes and say yes, or mean no and say no, now you are living in the truth. You have faith. This will bring you courage. This will grow your identity of your head. It'll grow your identity and you will get your body. This person now cannot be in your presence. They cannot be in your presence. The very fact that the enabler says yes and really means no is the glue. It's the glue with the narcissist. The narcissist now needs someone to keep their head in the sky. It needs someone to give them glory. So if you're not telling lies, then the head will come down. And that's a no-no. So they will leave. They must leave. The enablers make the narcissist. You have to have faith in the truth. And the reason why the enablers don't have faith in the truth is because, in a sense, what they're trying to do is become Jesus Christ. They're trying to be the truth. They are actually fighting for martyrdom to be the crucified Son of God. And that's not your business. Sorry to tell you. When the narcissist punishes you, you might deserve it. This dynamic, if you're not out of this relationship in a year, that means you're part of the problem. And you're the fuel for that match. You have to have faith in the truth. That'll give you the courage to tell the truth. And when you tell the truth, this person will flee. If you start telling the truth, this person's not going to stay around. Because this is not a reality. This relationship is a lie. So if one of these two get the truth, the other one's going to go. Keep that in mind. If one of these two get the truth, the other one will go. The very thing that you're trying to do as the enabler, if you're the enabler in this relationship, is to perpetuate your lie. Because you're getting glory off the lie. And that creates the vicious cycle that the more that you lie, the more that you're going to stay in this position. Now, let me show you how crazy this gets too. The person that knows the truth in the enabler, okay? The person that knows the truth as the enabler, I'm not sure which one you are, but they know the truth. In their spirit, something comes to them about the narcissist, right? So, what comes to them? Saying that they're lying POS. You know what that is? Piece of, fecal matter. The spirit pops this message to this person. So now what they do is that they'll write 200 words and dilute these 4 words. Instead of saying that you're a lying piece of shit, not to offend the narcissist, they smooth out this word. Because you see, this word is a major point. If you say this to somebody, that's force. But because they're so screwed up in their not knowing what to do, They use the little head that they got, or the buried head that they got, not to offend the narcissist. So by adding 100 words to that phrase, they are now taking the truth of the Spirit and making it a lie. You see, the Spirit gives you the direct words like a sword. And believe, there was a time in my life when I couldn't do that either, because I was in fear of losing the... this could be a relationship, this could be in business, this could be anything. Doesn't matter. Same idea. Same principle. This could be you working for someone in business. This could be relationship, family. Doesn't matter. So when in my life, when I was in fear, the more that I would try and not say this because of fear of losing the customer, the more punishment I get. And now forget it. I'm a wild person. Forget it. If the Spirit pops up with these words, not only will I say it, I will say it with venom, and I will say it with power. I'm not a nice person when it comes to this. If someone lies to me and I catch them, because the Spirit usually brings it to me, forget it. You're going to see so much power come out of my mouth that person's going to want to just call Satan and say, cover me up. Because that's how much I have faith in the truth. That's how much. I will make that person miserable. I don't care what age they are. When little kids lie, you got to straighten them out right away. Because if the little kids lie, they can get to be the narcissist, or they could be the psychopath, or they could be the enabler, covert narcissist. Truth. Faith will give you courage. Faith will give you courage to tell the truth. The courage to tell the truth is faith. Faith in the Bible has to do with saying the truth. The Israelites spent 40 years in the wilderness because they didn't believe God. They let fear dictate their... God told them to go after these other people. They didn't go. And they said that they looked like, in our eyes, they looked like giants. We look like grasshoppers in our own eyes. So these people had fear. They had God Almighty telling them what to do, and they didn't do it. The only two people of all the tribes, that said, let's go kick their butt. God said we can kick their butt. Wait for it, Joshua, or Yahweh, Jesus. Joshua in the Old Testament is Jesus, and Caleb. These were the only two adults that that left Egypt, crossed the Red Sea, and crossed the Jordan River. The only two adults, Jesus and Caleb. Jesus, or Yahweh, led them in, and Caleb, as God said, had a different spirit inside him. Caleb had a different spirit inside him. If you got the truth spirit inside you of Caleb, then you better start opening your mouth. Close your eyes and say what you need to say. And let the chips fall where they may. Because what will end up happening is, now you're going to form your head based on truth. And you are going to get miracles. You will get miracles. There is nothing that will come to you if you enable a lie. Nothing. You will lose that which you want. You can have 30 relationships and still lose every one of them if you enable lies. Or you will deaden your own soul, like some women do for money. They hate the guy. They get shriveled prune lips after a while. You know, they get shriveled, the lips become like shriveled prunes because they hate the guy, but they're only with him for the money. So they got a dead relationship. Once you start telling the truth to the narcissist, you will have courage. You're going to lose him. You're going to lose him because this was a lie anyway. You feel that you're going to lose by not telling the truth. Actually, you lose everything by lying. You see, the narcissist doesn't have the substance to deal with someone telling the truth. You know, I'm always, having like discussions with people about the Bible. And, they have a preconceived understanding that they were taught in the church, and then, I totally destroy that. And, once I totally destroy that, they have to hide from me. They can't continue. They start with the ad hominem attacks. So they don't have the substance, so they give the ad hominem attacks. Same thing this guy does. They don't have the substance, they do the verbal attacks. No substance. Faith, truth, courage. Or else, you're going to have the consequences. You're going to have lies and fear. Will. This is the triad. You can call them triads, whatever. We're not going to have much time here. But faith, truth, courage. You can have a phenomenal life with faith, truth, and courage. You will have a miserable life with fear, lies, and will. Will is the byproduct of fear and lies. And the will bring more fear and more lies. You can't escape the narcissist clutch so long as you fear to tell the truth. You have to break this. Somehow you have to break through. This could be your hardest challenge, to break through. The second you say it's all his fault, you're never going to break through. It's not their fault. It's your fault and their fault. More your fault. Because you grabbed that balloon stick and brought it over to you. You know better. You know the truth, and you turn away from the truth. So guess who gets more of the punishment? These people have to be the match that kind of fades away. Let them fade away. You're the fuel. They're the match. And they're going to use that fuel to burn you. And you burning yourself. Faith, truth, courage. And have a beautiful life. I can't tell you how beautiful your life will become when you exercise faith, truth, and courage. Cannot tell you. But can tell you that if you're going to do fear, lies, you're going to breed will. And that will is going to bring you to the position where you're going to have more fear and more lies and lose everything that you want to hold on to. Do not be this hairy-armed enabler trying to hold this butterfly's head. This is the enabler trying to hold that head down with the will. Fear of losing them uses the will of the arms to do things for the narcissist to try and keep them. The Spirit gives us something to you, say it. Say it. Let the Spirit crack through whatever's like holding you back. But once you do, you're going to have a little bit place tension, but it'll all settle down and life will become beautiful. It will become better. Guaranteed better. I mean, life is always Greek tragedy to a certain extent, but it will be better. You'll wake up with peace. And it'll help you not attract another narcissist. Because this vicious cycle will continue until you tell the truth. Once you tell the truth, they're gone. And then someone better will come. Then someone that is into the truth and faith and courage along with you will come. Once you break this dynamic, the good will come. Hope this has been helpful. And you can't escape this. There's no way. God bless.